If you're struggling to convert cold traffic into customers, in this video, I'm going to be showing you multiple consumer psychology triggers and principles that you can apply to your own brand to increase your conversion rate. Not only that, we're going to be looking at an offer structure that is crushing it for this brand. The brand we're going to be looking at is doing around $7 million a year, so the high 7-figure range. And the brand that we're actually going to be looking at is selling perfume, right? So selling perfume on the internet is one of the hardest things you can do because customers can't smell it, right? So you have to be very, very good at your marketing and painting a picture of the desired outcome for the customer so that they purchase online. And as I mentioned, I'm going to be taking you through multiple consumer psychology triggers and principles that you can apply to your own brand. And before we dive into the video, just some proof that I'm qualified to speak on the topic of growing e-commerce brands. One of our clients, last 90 days, just over $1 million in revenue. And what we do for our clients is we help them scale through media buying on Meta and Google, plus other platforms if we see the opportunity to do so. We produce all the ad creative end-to-end, from sourcing content creators, writing scripts, coming up with the frameworks for the ads as well, editing those ads, conversion optimization on the website itself, A/B testing, landing pages, and we also help retain customers through building LTV strategy, email and SMS marketing, and really we help our clients just with the overall picture of a growth strategy when it comes to e-commerce, combining marketing and finance together to make sure that we're scaling profitably. So with that out of the way, let's get straight into the video. So as you mentioned, we're going to be talking about Goda, this perfume brand. They're doing around 700K every single month, and they're doing that by selling perfume. Now, as I mentioned, the consumer psychology principles, they're leaning a lot into some Life Force 8 core desires, and they're leaning into a few of the Life Force 8 core desires. So if you don't know Life Force 8 core desires, it's basically 8 core desires that we have hardwired into our brains as humans. Now, these are fundamental psychological principles, right? Each of these core desires we desire as humans. Now, what you can do in your advertising is you can select a few of these and you can use them to increase the conversion rate of your ads, of your landing pages, of your website, emails, and so on, okay? So this brand right here, this brand Goda, what they're using is they're using sexual companionship. I'm sure you've heard of sex sells, like it just does, right? So sexual companionship is one of the strongest desires you can go after. They're also going after social approval. We're gonna see how they're doing all this in just a moment. I just wanna kind of give you the background. And also they're going after the to be superior, right? To be winning and ahead of others. So these 3 ones is really the main ones that they're going after. So the first way that we can see that is through their ads, what they're really going after is attracting the opposite sex.
I was the highest paid stripper with clientele that would shock you. These are the things that
As you'll see from these ads that we're going to look at right now, they're showing a lot of what the customer desires, right? Is to be wanted by the opposite sex or by whoever they're attracted to.
The stripper told me to try this perfume on my husband.
Great. Okay, so we're seeing that angle come up again.
I still can't get over my last flight. The air literally smelled expensive. And
this is more like wanting to be like others, right? Wanting to be winning. The air smelled expensive. This is about like they're leading into this like flight attendant perfume and how that smells. They're kind of leveraging that as some authority to smell like that. By the way, if you're a new viewer here, my name is Jordan Hayes. I actually run a marketing agency where we help e-commerce brands scale their revenue profitably. Now, if you're running an e-commerce brand, you're doing over 100K per month in revenue, and you're facing challenges with scale, maybe your ads or your funnel is not working as well as it used to or should be, or even if it's just a lack of time and resource to put into scaling this part of the business, then that's exactly what we help with. So down below this video, there'll be a link to book a call with me. We'll have a conversation about your business, learn more about the challenges, your objectives, and see if there's a fit for us to work together. Worst case scenario, I can provide some insights as we're seeing with our other clients to help you in your current stage of your business. And as I mentioned, this is for brands who are doing at least 100K per month in revenue and they need help with scaling and obviously want to scale profitably. And in the way in which we help brands scale is we provide services across both customer acquisition and customer retention, done for you services which are completely hands-off. We take care of everything for you. And that includes media buying, CRO, landing pages, ad creative, email marketing, SMS marketing, overall growth strategy, lifetime value optimization, all that stuff, okay? So with that said, let's get back to the video. So again, you can see how they're just using that opposite sex to paint out the picture of the core desire.
Relationship therapist, and I've seen more cheating husbands than I can count. I watch these women try everything, and within seconds I can tell expensive lingerie, cooking classes, cosmetic procedures, nothing works. You think being the perfect wife keeps them faithful?
Okay, so interesting ad as well, like going after failed solutions and introducing perfume, I guess. Yeah, here's some more.
Told me about this compliment magnet perfume and I thought it was a scam, but it worked.
Okay, so same thing here we can see as well. It's sexual companionship, social approval, as we can see here. This one where turning heads. We'll see this come up very, very often where we can see turning heads, right? It's not just guys, but it's also girls that are turning heads wondering, what perfume are you wearing? And that is social approval, right? It's also superiority. its status, right, which is very, very powerful. Now, when it comes to the page itself that they're driving traffic to, we can see here that there's a few conversion optimization principles that we're going to go through. But first thing that stands out is the offer structure, which is our classic quantity break offer structure. And we've gone through this multiple times on my channel. Multiple examples of basically what this is the more you buy, more you save. You buy more units of the same product, and as a result, you save. Sometimes you get free gifts. But ultimately, this is the core of the offer structure, right? So we can see here that they have 4 options. Buy one, get one free. Buy 2, get 2 free. Buy 3, get 2 free, okay? And ideally, you want to have like 3 options, I would say is the best. This brand, someone's working with 4 options. It can work as well, but 3 options, because humans think in terms of threes, is most likely the best. Not to go against what this brand is doing, but just to say as a starting point, you might want to start there. It's just simplicity, right? So what I would do if I was this brand, I would remove this buy one, get one free, and I would just keep the buy 1, buy 2, and buy 3. And then basically you create a magnetic middle with the buy 2, get 2 free, which is you're funneling customers towards that option with that being pre-selected. And basically you're getting 4 bottles. And what I would heavily focus on is showing the price per bottle here. Really, really important if you want to create even more of a price anchor and show customers that this is the best option. As we can see here, if you show the price per bottle, right, and you basically, as they buy more, you decrease the price per bottle, decrease the price per unit is really the goal here, right? Because psychologically it tells you that it's cheaper, even though you're buying more, right? But we're just focusing on the individual product and the price, okay? So that's the structure here. Now this works really, really well. And you can make this work with an app called Kaching. If you're on Shopify, this app is going to allow you to build out something. This actually looks like it's built out on Kaching as well. So you can achieve that for sure. Now, some quick fire zero principles. Order now to get it by Thursday, April 10th. This works really, really well because it gives the customer an expectation of when they can receive it. 30-day money back guarantee on the add to cart button works really well. Scrolling, social proof, right? We want social proof around the add to cart button. Very, very important. And then here in the product gallery, you want to be leveraging that to show not just images of the product, but you want to use infographics, right? So a little video here to create some movement, but also some numbers, right? Some actual, studies or things that they've done, and the satisfaction and what the outcome and achievements of customers who've used this perfume have achieved. Here's the classic us versus them. We have additional features. We have how to use a simple 3-step process, and then a before and after. Very, very simple structures that you can apply to your own product image gallery. And we've seen this crush it. Like whenever we optimize the product image gallery, because it's the main real estate on mobile, it's the first thing that customers see, right? When they come to the page, they're going to see this gallery first, okay? So you want to make sure it's optimized, and it gives you a lot of room. Put in features, benefits, social proof, how to use it, and more. So here we have more proof, right? Again, just repeating those numbers that all these desired outcomes that the customer wants, we're basically showing proof behind those, right? Some videos that talk about this as well. We already looked at this one, turning heads every time. And what I want to do is I want to focus on some psychological triggers that are being used throughout this funnel. The first one is social proof, right? It's basically around compliments. So we've seen this on the page. This perfume got 6 compliments in one day. Instantly builds desire via result-based testimonials that turns perfume into cause and effect purchase. So we're seeing it on the ads, we're seeing it on the product page itself, that we're showing.
All my perfume girlies, listen up. You absolutely.
I've been seeing these. This is how you're gonna drive your boyfriend crazy. Love my man, cross my heart, I do, but geez, he'll get mad over the tiniest things. I'd almost gave up, but then as I'm scrolling through my...
As we can see through the ads and also on the page itself, they're repeating this phrase of getting compliments, right? And it's one of the desired outcomes that you would want, when wearing a perfume, okay? Another thing is sensory language and aspirational identity. We're painting the picture of who the customer wants to be. Spellbinding, magnetic, turn heads without saying a word, activating the customer's imagination. She's not buying a scent, she's buying the moment someone turns to say, you smell amazing, right? So we're painting this picture. It's not, hey, here's a perfume. It's, hey, here's the outcome. Here's what you're going to experience. Here's how your life's going to change. Similar to this, emotional anchors, the entire landing page is built around the idea that attention equals worth. It creates a reward loop. Spray the perfume, get noticed, feel confident, repeat, okay? So, and this visual here, and this is a perfect example of this. Turn heads every time. Goda's perfect verification where they head into the office or on a date. Fragrance lasts for hours, you can smell great throughout the day without needing to respray. This is emotional anchors, right? This is what we're doing here. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is positioning and how that drives high AOV, because the positioning is, as we said, perfume is very, very difficult to sell online. Positioning matters a lot, right? The offer isn't just about utility, it's about emotional transformation. It gives Goda permission to price higher and also drive multi-unit purchases, right? Because as we said, that quantity break offer, drive multi-unit purchases by getting the customer to stock up, add layered upsells like bundle discounts and gift options while keeping conversion high as we saw on the page. And customers are not price shopping, they're investing in how they want to feel and be perceived, right? So we're decommoditizing perfume and we're changing that by positioning into selling the outcome, okay? The final psychological trigger is selling a feeling, which equates to selling high AOV. So by focusing on the feeling, seduction, attention, validation, Goda removes common objections such as, do I really need another perfume? Is it worth $100 plus? Instead, the question becomes, do I want to be the woman who turns heads? Very, very powerful shift. And it's the reason that funnel converts cold traffic and drives high average order value, okay? So very, very interesting things to look at. And we can see here that this brand that we went through on another video on my channel follows a very, very similar structure in terms of the offer. And they're following a very, very similar structure in terms of men with full heads of hair and why you want to have that, right? Attracting the opposite sex, social proof, status, right? And how that makes you feel in terms of confidence. It's all about selling the outcome, right? Not selling the product itself, but selling the outcome. So hopefully this gets you thinking in terms of how you can apply this to your own brand. And yeah, hopefully this was helpful in terms of understanding how this brand is using that to convert more cold traffic into customers, right? That's it for this video. If you are interested in a partner coming into your brand, helping you scale profitably, combining marketing and finance, doing customer acquisition, customer retention, or really just being a second pair of eyes to look at what you're currently doing, there's a link below this video where you can go to my website, you can book a call, and we will chat about your business and see if there's a fit to work together, all right? That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video.